All right. So QingYi pre-farm guide, okay? It's really not that hard. It's really simple. You guys are gonna like do it really easily. We're gonna go over like the materials that you're gonna need to pre-farm for QingYi. Like I wouldn't worry too much about pre-farming exactly all the materials that you can, dude, because you know, realistically speaking, most of you guys watching this, you guys are gonna be like, you know what, internet level 40, maybe 45. If you play a lot, maybe you're internet level 50. But like most people aren't gonna be able to like even have her at level 60 when she's out, much less day one, right? But here's the thing. Me and Pluto right there in the chat, we were looking for a place where you'd have some, you know, the leak information, at least from what's going on in the beta right now. Honey Impact still doesn't have a section for ZZZ. They're going to have it, like Honey Hunter World. They're going to have it, but they don't have it yet. But I did find the website, dude. Yeah, so this is the website, zzz.hakush.in, and this is the website that we're going to use, okay? So these are the materials that you're going to need to pre-farm for QingYi. It's the Ascension materials are really easy. What I would tell you guys is check what Ascension you guys are at right now. If you're a newer player, you're only going to need 4 and 12, like for the 2-star, 12 for the 3-star. And if you're 40, which is what you're probably at right now, you're going to need 10 of the purple ones that you can just forge, like farming for the blue ones, if that's all you can farm right now. The place that you farm these is really easy. You just go to HIA and talk to Bertha. Same place here, like, and go to like promotion. Then just farm the heck out of the Sundro. The talent up level materials, these are really easy too. I would say instead of using your coffee in the Ascension materials, always use your coffee on the lightning skill up materials, because this, dude, in every Hoyoverse game I've ever played in my life, man, this is where one of the greatest time sinks is as far as maxing out your character goes. Get the coffee that you can every day if you're pre-farming for QingYi. Maybe sometimes you're gonna get unlucky and you won't be able to get the coffee that gives you lightning up, you know, so then you get the stun coffee for sure. Sometimes you won't get any of them, which, you know, sad news bears. At that point, just get the 60 stamina coffee and, you know, farm for this. You farm it in the exact same place we're at right now. Just go to skill materials and farm the current test. Easy, simple, you know, that's all you have to do. It just takes a while. In Honkai Star Rail, farming all of this usually takes me about 10 days of straight up farm. You're probably not going to need 10 days of farming this because of the fact that we're probably at level 40 and we're not at level 60. This is level 60, by the way. This item right here, guys, is the Hamster Cage Pass. So the Hamster Cage Pass is a very rare item that you can only get, from what I've seen here in the source material, from the New Edo City Fund, which is the Battle Pass. If you don't pay for the Battle Pass, you get one. Right here in level 35. If you do pay for the battle pass, you get 2. And the other way to get them is usually by doing events in the game. Whenever you finish an event, you complete the event, you're going to get at least one of these. Usually it's 1 per event. So they're really rare. You got to be really active in the game, and you got to be able to do all the events. You got to be able to do, you know, your battle pass all the time so that you're able to farm enough of these to max out a character. Now, in the beginning of the game where you are right now, this item is really rare because you can only accumulate it through time, right? And through playing the game consistently. But if you guys don't go too crazy with leveling up every single character that you get, there is going to come a time that just from the battle passes and from the events that you're going to do, it's not going to be a problem. As long as you don't go completely gung-ho with maxing out every single character that you get. This is at least from my experience in Honkai Star Rail. Now, Star Rail seems a lot more generous of this because, dude, you get one of these per week. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I am. I think I'm fairly confident in this. You get once a week one of these every time you complete your simulated universe weekly. So yeah, it's like they probably made it like Genshin, which is just a completely hell to get. If you guys don't know, this item is the exact equivalent of the Tracks of Destiny in Honkai Star Rail or the crowns in Genshin Impact. Yeah, this is how you get them, man. I'm sorry. I felt like they were going to do like Star Rail did, where you could get once a week, man, just from doing your simulated universe or your Hall investigation in this one, right? But I guess not. To get her to level, you know, max skills level 60, it's 5 of these. You're probably not going to even be able to get to the point where you have to use these, but if you do, this is how you get them. Now, these 2 things here, guys, they are bang boos because they are going to be new items that you're going to be able to farm once the patch where QingYi drops comes out, okay? And these are boss items. The purple item you get right here from Lila, okay? So what's gonna happen is you're gonna unlock a new one. Like this one is locked, right? You're going to unlock a new one here that's going to give you the item that is going to be used for the talent up materials. That's where this comes from. If you want to save what you get here, what's really good, we can see right now that for each run that you do of this, you get 3 of the materials that you need. So if we do like a really quick math, dude, we need 60 of them, right? If we divide it by 3, that's how many runs we need to do. We need to do 20 runs. Each run is 40 stamina. So it's a total of 800 stamina that you need on day 1 to spend to be able to, on day 1, have 60 of these. This divided by 60 equals 13. So you're going to need a total of 14 batteries, which is this item over here, that the game gives you through events, through quests that you do in game, and through your battle pass. If you wanted to get all the items that you need for QingYi day 1, you know, the new items that you can only get on day 1, then you needed to save 14 batteries for that. Awesome. But here's the thing though, maybe it's not worth doing that. Why isn't it worth doing that? Because there's another time gate in QingYi that might just hinder you from being able to max her out day 1. And that time gate is this item over here, which is the golden boss item. This is the weekly boss item. Let me show you where you get. So what's going to happen is you're going to go here to the Scott Outpost. Scott. I wonder why is it called Scott? Anyways, you're going to go to Scott Outpost. Those golden items are a part of the Notorious Hunt, which are the weekly bosses. What is going to happen here is you are going to unlock a new boss over here once you do the story that comes out with 1.1. And this new boss, you're going to be able to farm him 3 times a week. The problem is that at least right now, I'm an internet level 39. I only get 1 of these per run. I think this might go up to 2 when you get higher in the internet levels, you know, a little bit higher in your world level. But this is where you get them. The problem is that for some reason, Hoyoverse loves to time gate these 3 times a week. I absolutely hate that because sometimes in Star Rail, when a new character comes out and there's a new weekly boss that just happened to come out with that character in the exact same patch, then I can't max out the character, man. And that pisses me off beyond belief. But hey, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't piss me off enough that I'm not going to play the game, right? But it does piss me off. Anyway, if you're at my internet level, for you to be able to get 9 of these, you're going to have to farm the same boss that QingYi comes out for 3 weeks. So at my internet level, I am only going to be able to max out QingYi in 3 weeks, and there's nothing I can do about it. If you guys know this, please comment down below. I think that when you do get into like higher internet levels, this might go up to 2 per run per week. And if it does go up to 2, then you only need 2 weeks of farming the same boss to be able to completely max out your character. But this is really important. I really would like to know, guys. I really would like to know if you guys know if this is possible or not. And that should be it for the materials that you need to max her out. Now, let's talk a little bit about how would you build QingYi. And I'm a huge advocate of like, sure, there are optimal and suboptimal ways for you to build characters in Zenless Zone Zero. And if you really want like an optimal way to do it, I suggest you going like after Guoba's video once it does come out, like 1 week before QingYi comes out. But if you want to start prepping right now, then it's really not that deep. What we can look for right now for like a little bit of reference is just how to build Ambi, dude. So here's the thing. As far as disk drives go, I would also focus on Shockstar Disco 4-piece because it's the stun set, and you know, QingYi is a stun focused character. So it's just, man, this is probably going to be good. You know, it might not be optimal depending on how her kit works, you know, different from what Ambi is, but it's probably not going to be the worst possible thing to go to. And just, you're not going to like not be able to beat stuff or not be able to have her work right without having this, right? As far as the the other 2-piece set goes, I would say that Thunder Metal is probably the one that you want just to boost overall damage, because I don't know if Swing Jess or Freedom Blues are going to be that good for her. And it also depends on like what other characters are you using with her. Like for example, if you're going to run QingYi in the full lightning team, then I don't think she's really going to need Freedom Blues, because chances are you're going to use something like Grace, and Grace already like applies anomaly like insanely crazy. I would suggest that it's really not that deep. Run the stun set and run a 2-piece Thunder Metal just so she can hit a little bit harder. Run crit rate, run electric damage percent, and run impact, right? That's it, really. If you want to really look for optimal substats, man, then once we do get to level 60 and we do get everything maxed out, that's when I'm going to tell you, like, just look for a guide that tells you exactly what substats that you need, maybe here in Pridwin or somewhere like that, and then go and farm for those. But listen, man, farming for optimal substats is an absolute nightmare, and I really hope that in this game, we're just able to beat the end game. I really hope that in this game, our player skill can bridge the gap, you know, between not having the optimal substats that we could have, because it's just too much of a hassle to farm from them. I absolutely hate doing that. But anyway, that's just my hopeful wish, right? As far as W Engine goes, guys, her signature, which is this one, ISJ Teapot, is 100% going to be her best one. Like, I'm 100% sure it's just going to be her best one, man. And if you are going to go for the W Engine 2, if you really like her, if you want to go for that, then 100% this is going to be the best thing that you can use. If you guys want other options, then Hellfire Gears is probably the best one you can use. Both S ranks, man, are going to be okay, probably. Steam Oven is a really good one, all right? If you don't know where to get Steam Oven, you get it from the street shop. Gadget store, I think it's so if you guys don't know where to get that engine, it's here in the gadget store. You can go down here, there you go, Steam Oven. Okay, it takes a while to farm these materials here. You farm them weekly. So this one you get through a W Engine recycling. Okay, you can do it right here in this store. You also get it from Notorious Sense. Notorious Sense is the weekly boss. This one you get from the HIA. Okay, so Combat Simulation, which is like right beside where the place that we farmed skill up materials. Okay, if you want to build Steam Oven, and it's probably going to be one of the best 4 stars for her also. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that should be it for your pre-farm on QingYi. I wish you guys the best of luck. If you are pre-farming to her and you want to, like, you know, give all your pulls to her, she's your waifu, go ahead, man, 100%. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, man, if you liked the guide, if you like this more laid-back type of guide making, consider giving me a subscribe and a like. And dude, see you in the next one.